Hello and welcome everyone, Andy Bryan here from the Soul Pathway, and I wanted to record a live video today because I haven't done a live video in quite some time, in all honesty, and I thought it would be a great way to connect with you because I haven't done any videos for a while. So today I wanted to create a video to speak with you about my purpose, my mission, in order to support you in the best way that I can, as I've gone through a lot of shifts and changes in the last month or so, over the summer period, as we're stepping into autumn now. But we've got a beautiful weather here in the UK, and today I want to provide you with some updates. So many of you know that my work is all about connecting with your spiritual journey and awakening to who you truly are. But in many ways this is very much about soul alignment, how to bring your soul into alignment and step into who you truly are. But in many ways I do that by helping you to connect with your spiritual journey and, more importantly, your soul pathway. So your soul pathway is the journey of awakening to who you are, as you awaken to all those different aspects within yourself, those aspects that may be hidden within you, and the shadow aspects that maybe even require healing. But this is what my real purpose is all about. This is what my mission is about, to serve you in the best way I possibly can. Because in many ways I've been on my journey. I've gone through many challenges and obstacles in my life, and I've awakened to many different aspects of who I am. And I would say over the past year or so I've had a real shift and change in my life. I've gone through many experiences that have really enlivened my soul. Some of them have been challenging, but in many ways they've really awakened me to the beautiful essence of who I am in terms of the wholeness. And for me, it's my goal and aim to help you reach that place of wholeness within yourself. So I do that by guiding you through your spiritual journey and soul pathway, helping you understand that process, because once we can understand our spiritual journey and where we are in this current place in our lives, then we can look at how we can move forward in a way that is going to be in alignment with our soul. By doing that, what we need to do is we need to understand our journey as a whole, and also the conditioning that has shaped us into the people we are today. Because I always speak about conditioning, but conditioning can shape us in so many different ways. We've got obviously our social conditioning, and the social conditioning is very, very interesting. And recently I've gone back in to do some community work, because I want to give back to the community in the best possible way that I can. So in many ways I've gone back to do some mental health support work within the local community, so that I can be of service in my own way. But what I find is amazing with this work is there are many people that have had challenging upbringings, difficult times in their lives, and they find themselves in a situation where they need to be looked after, and at the same time be in a secure place where they are, safe for themselves and also for the community. But through working with these people, what I find is they're very good people at the heart and soul of who they are. And what is challenging is that we have these labels and these perceptions of who they are, or their past and their conditioning and social constructs that have caused them to act out of discord, you could say, with what we deem to be, good citizens, you could say. But I see these as very, very good-hearted people who want to do the best that they can for themselves and people around them as well. And so they find themselves in these places. But I'm a big believer that if we change our conditioning, we change our mindset, that we change the way we look at life and our own behaviours and the way that we are, then we can step away from those conditions, those constructs, those beliefs which have been projected onto us through where we've grown up in terms of that culture, the society and what the society teaches us that we should be. And then obviously we've got the parental upbringing and the values and beliefs passed on to us by our parents. If you think about how this has impacted each and every one of us from a mental health perspective, it doesn't matter if you're in a place where you need extra support with regards to mental health, or you are regarded as a citizen that's done no harm and not been through any sort of system, because we've all got these constructs, we've all got these belief systems and these conditions that have shaped us. And what I believe we need to understand is how we can step away from those belief patterns, those ideals of life, and begin to realize that we are very much unique in who we are, and our potential is what is found within ourselves. Because again, with this type of work, with mental health support work, what you tend to find is there are also people with learning disabilities, so they might not be good at reading or writing or other forms of communication, and yet the creativity that is inside of their minds is absolutely remarkable, and yet we don't see that. So intelligence resides within our soul. It doesn't reside within the external extremities of this world and what other people see, but more so within ourselves. So I digress a little bit, but when it comes to soul alignment, it's very much first and foremost about understanding the conditioning that has shaped who we are. So I want you as an individual to look at all the different types of conditions. As I've said, societal conditioning, cultural conditioning, those values and beliefs passed on to your parents, by your parents, and other conditioning that has potentially shaped you and formed your mindset around the way that you live your life. Because the truth is, that's not who you are at all. It's just one aspect of who you are. So understanding that conditioning is a very good starting point for you. Hi Emma, great to see you. But that's very much ego. That's very much ego conditions. But what I find interesting about ego from a psychological perspective, when we come to look at our shadow is a direct reflection of that ego. But yet our shadow is very much unconscious to us. So when it comes to healing our shadow and looking at soul integration, what we need to do is understand the conditioning that has shaped who we are, and then dive deep within our shadow and try to uncover what those shadow aspects might be that require healing, so that we can start to love, honour and appreciate who we truly are. Because I've said in a few videos in the past and when I've done a few posts, that all healing comes back to love and forgiveness, because we need to love, honour and appreciate ourselves at the deepest and unconscious of levels. And when we can truly love, honour and appreciate ourselves in that place, then we can truly let go and let love of ourselves and love for our journey, which is beautiful. But we need to understand our shadow, because our shadow is where the beauty lies. The shadow is often regarded as something that's painful, something that's very dark and not very good for us, but there is so much beauty in the shadow, and if only you allow yourself to see that beauty, which is amazing. But once you understand all of these, you first of all understand your ego and all those conditions. You start to begin to understand your shadow as well. Then you can really connect with your unconscious self. And your unconscious self is what's driving you, what's motivating you, what's setting you on a pathway of finding what is going to set your soul on fire every day, to bring out that purpose, bring out that passion, bring out that joy in what you do every day. But for me, this is what soul alignment is all about. The soul comes into alignment when we look at all of those aspects, and we become reborn into those beautiful ways of living and being. But that starts with you. That starts with what you have to do every day. And it's not about anybody else, but we say that everybody is a reflection of us as well. We are a reflection of everybody else, and everybody is a reflection of us, which is beautiful. But it's my goal and aim to really help you get to the core of who you are, so you can begin to love yourself, and also, more importantly, to begin to live on purpose. Because when you begin to live on purpose, you allow others to do the same, which I think is absolutely incredible. But a purpose-filled life is a life of true joy. It's a life of true bliss. And I wish that for each and every one of you who are connecting with this video. And it's all about awakening to who you are. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below this video. And I look forward to guiding you and supporting you on your spiritual journey. But with that, I will say thank you all for tuning in, and I'll speak to you all again soon. With that, I will say bye for now.